Let's look at how to incorporate tax planning and future income growth to maximize returns. Just a caveat, investing involves risk. Everything we talk about is for informational purposes and education only. Any examples given are fictional and for illustration only and do not reflect what will or will not happen to you. We don't know your specific situation and aren't giving you specific advice. If you'd like that, please visit the service links in YAPL. Remember earlier when we mentioned that growing your portfolio has three elements: growth of your investments, fees, and taxes. We're going to show in more detail how minimizing taxes can boost your growth. In addition, by planning in advance to defer future income growth, you'll minimize taxes and mitigate the feeling of deprivation. Growth beyond gains. Your goal is for your money to grow, but how does that happen? The first bullet may be silly, but to grow money, you have to have money. Every dollar invested gives you an opportunity to grow more wealth. Remember the saying, a dollar saved is a dollar earned? Well, if you save a post-tax dollar, it's actually like saving more than a dollar. So spending less saves you more in terms of the amount of time and taxes you'd have to work to earn that additional money. The second bullet is the one most people focus on. How well did my stocks do today? What rate are my bonds paying? This is hugely important, but we know that real growth occurs over time, and watching growth daily, weekly, or even yearly can cause anxiety and stress. That's why we recommend investing in safer investments for the short term and more volatile investments for the long term. Only checking on those long-term investments annually can help reduce your stress. We've talked about the impact of fees many times in this presentation. Even what sounds like a small 2% fee can have a huge impact on your portfolio's growth over decades. Go back to our Rule of 72 slides to review the difference. Finally, we want to talk about taxes. The government and corporations want the individual investor to be successful at saving for retirement, so there are many tax incentives to save. Let's look at some examples and how those can also impact your gains. Over the course of your lifetime, you will have times when your income increases. For example, you may receive a raise, start a higher paying job, or receive an inheritance, or even win the lottery. Plan now for how much of that increase you want to commit to your investments and future goals, and how much you want to commit to improving your current lifestyle. One way to do this is looking at what you spend per month on average for your current income and keep your expenses at that level, even with the increased income. You can then invest the difference between your income and expenses, but beware of lifestyle creep. Once you become accustomed to additional spending, it's much harder to reduce it. Make sure that your lifestyle changes are aligned to your values and goals and not trying to keep up with your family or friends. Tax advantages. Here are three main tax advantages you might have in an account: income tax deductions, grows tax-free, and tax-free withdrawals. Let's define each one. A few decades ago, pension plans were the main source of retirement funding. A person would work for a company, the company would save and invest for the person's retirement, and when the person retired, they would receive monthly pension payments from the company. Fast forward to today, and we see fewer pension plans and more self-funded plans, such as 401ks and IRAs. Now that retirement is mostly self-funded and there are fewer company-provided pension plans, there are many tax incentives to support you in saving for retirement. Let's take a look at some of those tax incentives. We have four types of retirement accounts listed here: traditional IRA, Roth IRA, 401k, and Roth 401k. Note that when we say 401k, we include other tax-deferred retirement plans, such as 403bs for public educational institution employees and 457bs for employees of government and certain types of nonprofits. Generally, 401ks, 403bs, and 457s are very similar, but there are important differences. If you have a 403b and/or a 457b, make sure you know the differences so you can capitalize on features not available to a 401k. Note that all of these retirement plans allow for tax-free growth, meaning that any dividends, interest, or capital gains inside the account are not taxed. Contrast this with an individual investor account where any dividends, interest, or capital gains you earned on your investments would be taxed. Let's go through each account type. With traditional IRAs, you contribute after-tax dollars and receive a deduction on your taxes in the amount of the contributions made to your traditional IRA. Because the dollars you put into the traditional IRA have not yet been taxed, when you take the money out of the traditional IRA in retirement, you have to pay taxes on the amount that you take out at the time of the withdrawal. Note that SEP and simple IRAs for small businesses and freelancers work in the same manner as a traditional IRA. With Roth IRAs, you contribute after tax dollars. With Roth IRAs, you do not receive a deduction for your contributions. However, you do not have to pay taxes on the amount you take out in retirement. 401ks, also 403bs and 457bs, work the same way as traditional IRAs as far as taxation. The difference between the traditional IRA and 401k or 403b or 457b is that a traditional IRA is a plan that you open and maintain yourself, whereas a 401k or 403b or 457b is opened and maintained by your employer with contributions being taken from your gross pay. Also, there is sometimes an employer match with a 401k, 403b, or 457b. Roth 401ks work the same way as Roth IRAs as far as taxation. The difference between the Roth IRA and the Roth 401k is that a Roth IRA is a plan that you open and maintain yourself, whereas a Roth 401k is opened and maintained by your employer, with contributions being taken from your gross pay. Also, there is sometimes an employer match with the Roth 401k. This chart is from 2014 and shows the benefits of investing if you are in the 28% tax bracket. There are many possible scenarios, and this is just one potential one. What we want you to take away from this chart is that there is an advantage to investing in a tax-deferred plan, such as a traditional IRA or 401k, over investing in a taxable account. The light green bars show how dollars would grow in a taxable brokerage account using post-tax dollars. The green bars show how those same dollars would grow in a tax-deferred retirement account, such as a traditional IRA or 401k, using pre-tax dollars. This chart assumes an 8% annual return and $2,000 annual contribution. We see here that after 30 years, investing in a tax-deferred account provides about $85,000 more than investing in a taxable account. This is due to contributions and growth in the tax-deferred account being free of taxes, while in the taxable account, I'm going to start while in the taxable account. While in the taxable account, contributions use after-tax dollars and the growth is taxed. Growth meaning dividends, interest, and capital gains. If you choose an account that provides an income tax deduction, such as a traditional IRA or a 401k, 403b, or 457, the tax savings means you can save more than originally budgeted. The higher your tax bracket, the more potential savings due to our progressive tax structure. Let's look at an example. This example looks at someone with $90,000 per year salary or $3,750 per pay period. This person is contributing $375 pre-tax to a 401k. This individual's paycheck is only reduced by $308.34, even though they contribute $375 because they're paying tax on less income. The $66.66 difference represents the pre-tax savings. Actual pre-tax savings might be greater if subject to state or local income taxes. If the person in this example were to contribute the $357 from each paycheck, that's a typo. I'm going to start from if this person. If this person in this example were to contribute the $375 from each paycheck, the individual would save $9,000 after 1 year. If the person did not contribute to the 401k and instead put the extra $308 per paycheck into a savings account, the individual would save only $6,552 after 1 year. Saving in a tax-deferred account, such as a 401k, allows you to save more over time. And here are some general rules. You can't really go wrong with taking advantage of any of these benefits. They will all help your portfolio grow. When it comes to future taxes, it's impossible to divine. We don't know what future taxes are going to be. It's a guess. We may know that certain tax changes, I'm going to start with we may know. We may know that certain tax changes are anticipated, but we don't know what may happen before they arrive. Some people prefer to take advantage of tax benefits now and be certain of the exact costs. Some people prefer to minimize future decision making and potential cost by simplifying their taxes now. This is one of those areas where working with a financial coach or planner can help you figure out what will fit you and your unique situation. We can help you with this analysis. There is an easy route that you can take to take advantage of all benefits by splitting your contributions between two different options. This would be splitting 50-50 between an account with tax deferred distributions that lets you deduct your contributions, such as a 401k, and between an account with tax free withdrawals, such as a Roth IRA or Roth 401k. You could also be more strategic by taking a deduction. So you would invest in a tax deferred account that allows for deductible contributions if you want to ensure you stay in a lower tax bracket, if you have a higher salary, or if you're ineligible for Roth options. You would invest in an account that allows for tax-free distributions, such as a Roth IRA or Roth 401k, if you are eligible because your salary is below the income contribution limit, or you anticipate being in a higher tax bracket when you retire. In that case, a Roth account would be more advantageous because you would pay tax now at a lower tax bracket and not be taxed on your distributions in the future when you are at a higher tax bracket. Here are some things to think about going forward. Are you taking advantage of tax benefits offered? Is it worth investing less in one type of account in order to take advantage of a different tax benefit now? And remember that investing well helps move you towards financial independence. This quote from Priyanka Chopra says, "Financial independence is paramount. My mom always says that when a woman is financially independent, she has the ability to live life on her own terms." In this course, you have learned some investment basics as well as how to invest in yourself. As you begin to invest, if you find yourself getting stuck, please reach out for help. We are your partners in achieving your financial goals. You can also join us on our online platform, Your Amazing Financial Life, or YAPL for short, for a safe space to ask your money questions and discuss your finances without judgment. Congratulations, you completed our course. Please share your feedback in the course comments and reach out as you continue your journey. Remember that we are here for you. Just a caveat, investing involves risk. Everything we talk about is for informational purposes and education only. Any examples given are fictional and for illustration only and do not reflect what will or will not happen to you. We don't know your specific situation and aren't giving you specific advice. If you'd like that, please visit the service links in YAPL. Thank you.